Hello, welcome to Ask Ashley. I hope you are having a wonderful week. It has been throwing me off having the lives on different days for different months, right? It's been throwing me off. Yesterday, I knew it was Wednesday and I literally panicked and thought that I had missed my Ask Ashley the previous day because January's was on Tuesdays and February's is on Thursdays. So I literally panicked in that moment. But we'll get in a good rhythm. I don't know if it's affecting anybody else, but it's definitely affecting me. I'm trying to do a good job at making sure the YouTube things are saved so you can click that notify me button so you can get it saved. I also need to start sending, maybe I need to create an Ask Ashley Google Calendar, and then I can make that embedded in my blog somewhere or in my link in bio page on Instagram, and you can see all of them in advance. Sierra, make a note. I will do that later. That would be really fun. Okay, we have some good questions that are already coming in. Welcome, everybody who is trickling in. Good morning, Samara. Thank you for being here, sweet friend. I am going to jump right into this and answer your questions. Also, there is a thunderstorm going on outside my windows, and there are 3 windows in this room. So if you hear thunder, Cheryl also thought Tuesday was going to be Ask Ashley. Yeah, I panicked yesterday, about threw up. And it was only just like a millisecond of time for me to think, oh crap, oh I'm going to throw up. Oh wait, no, and then check the calendar. It was such a millisecond of time, but it was a lot of emotions in that tiny period of time. Also, stay to the end. Hey, Waynell and Shannon, stay to the end because we are going to be doing another giveaway this time. And as we have learned, sometimes people join the live and then leave the live before the end. So we will do a giveaway at the end. Like when they've got like 2 minutes left, we'll do a giveaway. And we'll do it at like 2 minutes extra. Okay. We'll do it at 12 until 12:02, and then we'll call it a day. That way we get all of our 30 minutes of question and answer time. But so the giveaway works. I will put up a secret giveaway phrase later when it is time to do the giveaway. And then everyone will enter that phrase. And then we will put you in this fun little carousel of like a game show situation. And then we'll pull out the winner. If the winner is here and able to say, yes, that's me, I am the winner, you will need to contact us and give us your information. And then we will send you the PDF pattern of your choice. Good morning, Hillary. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning, Shelby. Excellent. All right, let's dive in and start answering some questions. Go ahead and start asking your questions, and we will get those saved so I can answer them in the order of which they were received. This one is from Heather, and she says, is hashtags the only way to get your business page seen by your ideal customer? So, Heather, this is a very good question. Hashtags are a discovery tool that Instagram gives us to be discovered on Instagram. And this is inside of the Branding 101 PDF. And you can get the Branding 101 PDF by signing up for the content calendar, acraftyconcept.com/content calendar. If you sign up for that, the Instagram IG crash course is in. Sorry, not branding. The IG crash course is in that PDF. So hashtags are a discovery tool. Instagram gives us multiple discovery tools and engagement tools. They're different sets. And another discovery tool is geolocations. So like if you tag your area, other people in your area might find you through that way. But hashtags is one of the biggest discovery tools that Instagram gives us to get new eyes on our accounts. So you want to be using hashtags that your ideal customer would be searching. If you sell Gracie dolls and you use hashtag crochet, only crocheters are going to be looking at that hashtag. Maybe knitters, maybe. And then also maybe hairstylist, because that's a term that a lot of hairstylists use for like hair. But other than that, you're not going to be getting people looking for baby dolls to look at the word hashtag crochet. So you need to be very specific about the types of hashtags that you're using. And you want to make sure you get some that aren't too big and aren't too little and are ideal customer specific. And it's going to help you show up. You can use 30 hashtags on Instagram. You can put them either in the actual caption or in the comments. Do some trial and error and see which one works best for you. It works best for me if I put them in the actual caption. You do not have to use all 30. Previously, I would, like a couple years ago, I taught, yes, use all 30. You get the 30, so use all 30 and raise your chances. But now with the way the algorithm and reels and stuff, I would say shoot for quality over quantity. If there's not a magic number, I can't give you a magic number, but you do not have to use all 30. You don't have to sit there and try to think of other things that aren't even relevant to your post. They need to be extremely relevant to your post. And if you can use exact phrasing, so if you use the word baby doll in your caption, or even on screen, like on screen text, if you use the word baby doll, hashtag baby doll would be a good one potentially. I don't know how big or small that hashtag is, but potentially a good one. If you can use exact phrasing, what I like to do is after I draft an Instagram post, I will go through it and pull out anything that I can use as hashtags. And then I will also go back into my Instagram post and add words that would make good hashtags. So if I said, if you want to make one of these hats, it's a free pattern on my blog. I could also say, if you want to make one of these hats, it's a free crochet pattern on my blog. And then I could use hashtag crochet pattern and hashtag free crochet pattern, right? Because I added that exact phrasing. So you can draft your caption, pull out all the hashtags, and then look at your caption and see if there's any other words you could add to create highly searchable, ideal customer specific hashtags. Very good question, Heather. We also talk about this in detail inside of Crochet Boss Academy. I talk about how to find hashtags for your ideal customer, how to know which ones are good hashtags, how to store your hashtags so you can access them quickly. All of that is inside of Crochet Boss Academy. If you're thinking about joining, the doors open in 11 days. Very exciting things happening over here. The next question is from Heather. Just kidding. Thank you, Heather. The next question is from Hillary, and she says, I'm a stay-at-home mom to an almost 3-year-old and an 8-month-old. I'm struggling to balance being a mom and a business owner. Any tips? Yes, Hillary, I have lots of tips for you. Also, I would like to encourage you to mark your calendar for February 27th. It's in 9 days, 10 days, it's very soon, 11 days, the same as Crochet Boss Academy doors opening. February 27th, I'm going to be doing my first ever live masterclass. And in that live masterclass at the end, near the end, I'm going to take you back in time and take you on the journey of 2016 Ashley and where she was at in her season of life and how she was able to prosper in that season of life. She had a 15-month-old daughter. She was a stay-at-home mom. I have pictures, I have screenshots. You're going to love it. It's going to be very, very helpful and eye-opening for you guys. So definitely mark your calendar for February 27th. Also, make sure you're on my email list because I will be sending out emails to help you pick the times to register and stuff. So there's lots of things coming your way very, very soon. Actually, the first email is going out in a couple days. So make sure you are on my email list by going to acraftyconcept.com/content calendar. It doesn't matter which freebie you sign up for. As long as you get on my list, you will get all of the emails about the course and the masterclass that's coming. So my advice to you would be, give yourself grace. This is just a season. It will change dramatically in just a few months, just a year. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, give yourself grace to know that this is the current season that you're in, and you have to act accordingly for that season, and that's okay. Also, remember your why. Remember why you are wanting to start a crochet business in the first place. We talk about this in the masterclass on the 27th. We talk about it in detail. But why do you want to have a crochet business? Are you trying to be able to make your yarn money back? Or are you trying to retire from your 9-to-5? You know what I mean? Those are two totally different whys that's going to have totally different motivations behind what you do. If your why is to just make yarn money and you're able to do that, then you can relax. You can relax and say, I'm doing what I want to be doing in this moment. It's okay. And if your why is something greater or more income related than that, give yourself grace to know that time will change before you know it, right in front of your face. It will be the blink of an eye, and that's okay. So first and foremost, you need to give yourself grace. Secondly, I would encourage you to try to find new times that you can squeeze in some work time. Get up early, go to bed late. The nap time hustle, the bath time hustle. These are all times that I used to work while Ava was in the bath, while Ava was napping, while Ava was asleep before she got up that morning. And then most of the time I was staying up really late. That was my jam. I stayed up from 8 p.m. to midnight working on my business. That's how a Crafty Concept was built. A Crafty Concept was built from 8 p.m. to midnight, sometimes 1 a.m. And then I would sleep till 8:30. And when Ava got older, when she was 2 or 3, she would come in there to wake me up. And I'd have my eyes closed and I'd be like, is it, because our clock was on the ceiling. It's like a projected thing. Highly recommend those. 10 out of 10 recommend those. But I would be like, does the clock say 8:30? And she'd be like, no, it's 7:15. I'd be like, okay, wake me up at 8:30. And she would go watch her iPad and then come back at 8:30 and wake me up, and everything was fine. She was healthy. She was safe. There was nothing in the home that could be dangerous for her. Okay. My house was baby proof. She was safe. And she was also very chill. She was not a high energy, Kavik raiser, right? Like she was just chill. So it was no problem. Sometimes she would lay in bed with me and watch her iPad, which is fine. I'm deaf in this ear, so I can just roll over and I was good to go. So that's something else that I would think of, is try to find more times in your day that you can incorporate crochet. Maybe you are going to a doctor's appointment and your kids aren't with you. Take your crochet. Maybe your 3-year-old goes to a gymnastics class and your 8-month-old is laying in his car seat and you're watching your 3-year-old do gymnastics. Take your crochet. It's okay to crochet in public. If you're not currently crocheting in public and that's something that you're in public often, just sitting there, take your crochet. It's okay to crochet in public. I promise. It's actually going to be good for your business. It could actually lead to more growth in sales for your business. So you can definitely do that. Nap time hustle, bath time hustle. I used to sit in the floor of my bathroom where I could see Ava playing in the bath and I was crocheting. And I have pictures of it that I will share. Well, no, I don't think I share pictures of that because Ava's in the bath, obviously. But I did share pictures on Instagram at the time, if you've been following me since 2016. And I made sure it was appropriate, right? It was not inappropriate even a little bit, or could be thought of inappropriate by anybody. Like, it was not inappropriate. And I used to share doing my bath time hustle, getting a little bit of crochet work done while Ava's playing. Another thing that I used to do is I would get her preoccupied with something, a safe activity, and then I would sit with her while she played, usually out of her reach. So I would sit on top of the counter in our kitchen. I would sit in her crib, in her bedroom, so she could play with her toys and I could be safe in her crib where she couldn't get to my yarn. Things like that. So that's what I would be thinking about, Hillary. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you will join me on the 27th for my live masterclass, because I will go into detail about that. It's a free live masterclass. It doesn't cost anything to join. The next question is from Cheryl, and Cheryl says, I have a question about blogs and content. How does one go about creating lists like your 20 crochet Valentine's Day gifts for Gal Pals? So Cheryl, if you are a crochet designer, this would make sense for you to do. If you sell finished pieces, this would not make sense for you to do. If you sell finished pieces, a blog post with 20 free crochet patterns for things to crochet for Valentine's Day is not going to serve your audience. It is not going to make you money. It is not going to deepen the relationship with your ideal customer, and it is not going to be a good use of your time. But if you are a designer or anything else besides finished piece seller, you can create blog posts like this one, and it's called a roundup. It's a roundup blog post. Everybody does them. If you Google crochet heart pattern, the first few things you're going to see are 15 crochet heart patterns, 25 easy crochet heart patterns. Those are roundups. And to do them, you have to put it out in like a designer Facebook group and say, hey, I'm doing a roundup for Valentine's Day. I'd love to highlight, if you have a free crochet pattern on your blog that would make a great Valentine's Day gift, put it in the links below. And then the act of you linking it below gives me permission to use your photos and link back to your blog. You have to get permission, because people get a little bit antsy, even though you're giving them free marketing, right? You're doing that for them. They still want you need to get permission from them, which to each his own. But that being said, you are always welcome to use my pictures to lead traffic back to my blog. If you are posting something on your blog to get people to my blog, you have my permission to use my pictures and link them to my blog. Okay? Always. But that's what that is called, Cheryl. It is a roundup. And then you can also like Google crochet heart patterns and then reach out to those designers individually and say, hey, I'm doing a roundup this week. I'd love to use this pattern. Can I have permission to use your photo and link it back to your blog? And they'd be like, yeah. So that is how that is done. The next question is from Hobby Mom, Michigan, maybe? All crocheters live in Michigan. With only being a crochet maker and not a designer, is it okay to show me working on a pattern in reels and videos if I paid for the pattern? I don't want to upset the designer of the pattern. So, Hobby, my first instinct is absolutely. But you want to be smart about it, right? You do not want to be posting a reel that can be misconstrued as a tutorial where you're showing other people how to crochet this thing too. If you said that you're a finished piece seller, so you're going to be talking to people who buy things, not crocheters. So it would not make sense for you to post a tutorial to show how to make a thing. That would be unethical, and it wouldn't make sense for you anyway. So as long as it's not a tutorial, As long as you're not giving away intimate details of the pattern that someone else can take and then go replicate, you're golden. If you're just making a time-lapse video of you crocheting something, perfect. If you record like an hour-long video and then clip it down to 3 minutes or a minute, even like 1 minute, and you like cut out a whole bunch of chunks and it like you start crocheting and all of a sudden you have half of it done, absolutely. Those are very good posts to make. Those are called behind the scenes posts. And I teach that inside of Crochet Boss Academy. And it's a really good thing to help teach your audience all the hard work and energy and talent that goes into crocheting. And if you make crocheting videos in real time and you're just crocheting like single crochets in the round, something very simple, and you just record that for one minute or 30 seconds to a minute of just single crocheting in a circle, they're going to be mesmerized. People are going to say, I could watch this all day. This is so relaxing to watch. Oh, I'm mesmerized. They're going to say that in the comments. They love it. They think it's so interesting and so like beyond what their mind can comprehend, because they are not in the crochet community. They are not crocheters. They don't see it every day like we do. We are almost desensitized to it at this point because we see it all day, every day. So like you might not think single crochets in the round is cool, but I promise you, non-crocheters will think it's dang cool and they will be so mesmerized and intrigued. So these are definitely the types of posts you want to post regularly on social media, So yes, very good question. Also, hobby, it's going to, like, if you get a designer that is absolutely ticked plumb totally off because you did that, apologize and say, I won't do that again. But if it's one of my patterns, go for it. If it's one of Taylor Lynn's Crochet's patterns, she's not going to care. If it's one of Sierra's, she's here hanging out with us today, from Sierra's Crafty Creations, she's not going to care, okay? So know your designers, know the person you're buying the patterns from, know their heart, and pay attention to how they post on social media. If they seem like the type of person that would be highly offended by that, don't do that with their patterns. Also, I would be mindful about the types of patterns that I buy, because that is extremely helpful for your business, is to post videos like that. So if you have a designer that you think they wouldn't like that, and say they have a messy bun beanie and you want to use their messy bun beanie pattern, but you know, like when you purchase that pattern, you want it to work harder, not smarter. I mean, smarter, not harder, right? You want it to work harder for you, but where you're working smarter, not harder. So you can take that purchase pattern, and yes, you can sell the finished pieces, but also it can be new content for your blog or for your channel. So keep that in mind. I would be very intentional to only buy patterns that I know that designer would be comfortable with me making a behind the scenes style post. You're not showing your audience how to make the pattern. And even that, if for some reason you do attract another crocheter, you could say, they'll be like, can I get the pattern? You're like, yeah, it's from Add a Crafty Concept. Go check her out. She's awesome. Like, it's all good things. It's all community building, but I would just be mindful. If you do come across designers that would throw a fit over that, I probably wouldn't purchase those patterns anymore, because it's not going to be you working smarter, not harder. It's going to be the opposite. So that I would just keep that in mind. That's just my 2 cents. You do you. I hope that was helpful, Heather. Thank you for your question. Hobby. Thank you for your question. Next up, she says, the best resource in preparing for craft fairs. I'm not going to try to pronounce your family's last name, but it's something Family Adventures. And she wants to know the best resources in preparing for craft fairs. I have a blog post called The Ultimate Guide to Markets or something like that. It was guest posted back in like 16, 17 from my friend Hannah. And she is a full-time finished piece seller. And her main, well, she is also a designer, but her main income stream was going to markets. And she went to markets all year long, very regularly. And that's how she made her money. So she is the queen of going to markets all the time. I don't know what she's doing now because she had a baby and we kind of lost touch, but it's on my blog. If you go to acraftyconcept.com and go to the search box and type in Ultimate Guide, you're going to find it. Definitely read that. It's got this huge list of everything you need to do before, during, and after to help you get the most out of your market. It's going to give you all the things that you need to think about taking that you might not think about if it's your first time, and all kinds of other things that you need to think about that you might not think about if it's your first time, because you haven't done it yet, so you don't know to think about it. You can't know what you don't know, right? So that's going to be a really good place to start. After that, I would like to encourage you to check out a course by my friends Sierra and Taylor. They have a course designed specifically for finished piece sellers who go to markets. And Sierra is going to pop up a link to you guys so you can go check that one out as well. It is a paid course, but it is a very informative, helpful course. And it will definitely, if you're feeling like jitters or stress about going to markets, or you're scared to do them, so you just don't do them, and you're limiting yourself in that way, definitely check out their course, because it's going to be really helpful for you. Good question. Thank you for being here and thank you for asking. The next one is Classy Crafty Wife. And she says, if we signed up last year, do we pay again to join this year? I'd love a refresh to learn more. Very good question, Classy Crafty. I'm assuming she's talking about Crochet Boss Academy. If you are inside of Crochet Boss Academy already, you never have to pay again. This is a lifetime membership. So as I continue to update and add things to the content, you will get all of that content. You will also get to watch all of the Facebook Live replays inside of your dashboard area inside of crochetbossacademy.com. You will not have access to the new Facebook group. The new Facebook group is specific for the new class of students. If we allowed everybody into the Facebook group, it would not be intimate enough for everybody to have the best experience possible. The Facebook group it's a bonus. It's not part of what you pay for. It's a bonus. And if you misbehave and be ugly, you will be removed from the Facebook group. It's a very intentional community, and we are like a family, and we help each other all day, every day for those 6 weeks. It's not just like you're chatting it up. It's not just that. It's a very well intended tool to help you go through the Crochet Boss Academy content fully and to be held accountable. That's the purpose of the community. A side effect is you build these awesome relationships with fellow crochet business owners that you're going to have for the lifetime of your business. But the main intention of the group is to be a tool. And if we had 600 people inside of that Facebook group, it's going to be way more overwhelming. It's going to be way less intimate. The chances of your questions and comments getting lost will be higher. The chances of your question getting answered during our 4 days a week live Q&As would be lower. So each class gets their own private exclusive Facebook group specifically for their own class. Now, that being said, I did reach out to class of 2022 a couple days ago and asked them if they would be interested in the option. Okay, don't get overexcited here because I haven't figured out all the details yet. It's still a maybe, okay? But if they were wondering if they would be interested, I was wondering if they would be interested in the option of purchasing access to the 2023 Facebook group. And I would set a price point, and it would be high enough to where only the people that truly need to go through the content again will pay for it. But low enough to be affordable, so you're not paying the $300 or whatever that Crochet Boss Academy costs. Again, you could do that. You could go pay $365 and join the 2023 class. But I don't think that's good service to you guys. I would lose sleep over that. So I'm thinking about creating a paid option for joining the new class of 2023 Facebook group as a class of 2023 member. You will not be treated any different. We will not be pointing out any alumni who are back in 2023's class. You will be exactly like everybody else. And then because a lot of people go through this course with me, or they will go through the first 2 modules and then something will happen. Maybe something really bad, like something will happen that will prevent them from going through the rest of it. Maybe they went through all 6 modules, but then they didn't implement anything and they need a refresher. The Facebook group is an extremely valuable tool. Like I post like 3 times a day in that group, and we post activities and brain dumping exercises, and we rely on one another to help us come to the best conclusion, right? So one of the prompts is we'll talk about your tagline on Etsy, and I'll encourage everybody to post their tagline in the comments and then respond to the person above you's tagline and offer them your feedback. Tell them who you think they serve or what you think they sell based off of their tagline. Help them brainstorm ways that they could add more keywords into their tagline. We're going to help each other. It's a very help-led community. It's not for chatting it up. It's not for fun. It is a tool. I have to approve every single comment that gets, or every single post that goes like in the group. If I don't approve it, it doesn't go live. And if it's not applicable to what we're doing in that moment, it doesn't get approved. And it's not personal, it's just organizational. And I will respond to that person, let them know why or why not their post was not approved, and then go from there. So it's very, 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 very intentional. And it would be very helpful for any student, any previous student that has gone through Crochet Boss Academy before, to go through it again if they have not implemented things, or if they didn't get to go through it with me for the full 6 weeks. Some people can't go through it with me for the 6 weeks. That's okay. You still have access to the content. You can still go through it on your own, but you will not have the the daily accountability and brainstorming exercises that the Facebook group offers. It's very valuable. So I'm thinking about opening that as an option for previous classes to join the 2023 group. If you would like to let me know, I'm not reading the comments because I've got just the questions popped up. But if you would like to let me know if you think that's a good Heather, storing hashtags, you have to create your own system. It's not something you can do within Instagram itself. And I teach a system inside of Crochet Boss Academy, that the system that I use. There's 100 different systems that you could use, but I just share what works best for me. Let me make sure this is okay. Perfect. If you are a Crochet Boss Academy alumni and would be interested in going through the course again with me in the new class of 2023, will you send me an email and let me know, Ashley at A Crafty Concept. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. Obviously, it's going to be dependent upon the price. I have a price point in mind, but I'm going to wait before I share that. Just know it's going to be high enough to deter people who are just in it for like the community aspect, or just for funsies. It's going to be high enough to deter those people, but low enough to make it affordable for the people who would really benefit from going through the content again from an informative position, from a learning position. So let me know you can send me an email. Thank you, Classy Crafty. I'm glad that was helpful. I see your comment. I'm going to turn that one off and keep a going. Next question. How much will Crochet Boss Academy be? Very good question, Beth. It will be $365 this year, or you have the option of 2 payments, just completely cut in half. 365 divided by 2. I do not believe in charging more for the payment plan option just because you're using a payment plan. A lot of people do that, and that's, you do you, like, no judgment. But for my own convictions, I'm not comfortable doing that. I think if you pay in full or if you pay in the payment plan, you will still be paying $365. That being said, I do have a bonus for people who pay in full. So I'm comfortable rewarding people who decide to pay in full and take that risk, and who have saved up because they knew since February 2022 that they wanted to join in 2023. They might not have known how much it was going to be, but they knew they wanted to save up for it. And I also shared about it back in November and December while you guys was in the middle of beanie season. I was like, save up for Crochet Boss Academy. So there are a lot of people that did that, and I feel they deserve to be rewarded for that self-sacrificing, because they probably didn't get coffee from Starbucks. You know what I mean? They're trying to save up for Crochet Boss Academy. So there is a bonus available to those who pay in full, but those who need to use the payment plan will not pay extra just because they need to use the payment plan. And it will be automatic. You give your credit card information and it will come out the same day, both months, and then you're good to go. So thank you, Beth, for your question. I could answer Crochet Boss Academy questions all day long. This is my favorite topic. We got another question from Hillary, and she says, how many hours will Crochet Boss Academy be a day? I know you can see it after from what you said before. So yes, you will have access to the content forever. Anytime that I update the content or add to the content or change the content, everybody that has ever purchased Crochet Boss Academy before will have access to it. If you are a current Crochet Boss Academy member, your dashboard area might be getting weird because I am adding so much. I'm adding a lot. I'm editing a lot. I'm like, it's going to be an amazing, amazing upgrade. Okay. So keep that in mind. When the doors open back up for Crochet Boss Academy, or I guess when they close, because that's when everything will be absolutely perfect. It's when they close. Definitely go check it out, because there's going to be a lot of changes, especially Module 6. So if you're inside Crochet Boss Academy, you know what I'm talking about. Go check out Module 6 on March 3rd or 4th, because that's the day the doors close. So that's my deadline to have it perfect. So keep that in mind. But when it comes to how many hours you will go through it, Hillary, that's going to just vary based on your season of life. So last year, I dropped a new module on a Monday, and then everybody had that whole week to go through the module. But I have weekend warriors, and this was where the problem was. The module would drop on Monday. We would spend that whole week inside the Facebook group with prompts and exercises and brainstorming sessions, and my weekend warriors haven't even got to the content yet, right? So they don't get to look at it till Friday night or Saturday morning. So they were like playing catch up for all of the Facebook prompts. And one of my students, if you're watching, thank you so much. I ask for feedback at the end of Crochet Boss Academy so I can make it better and better and better and better. And one of them suggested that I drop modules on a Saturday so they can go through the module that weekend and then spend the week going through the Facebook group prompts. And I thought, perfect, so smart. So that is what we do. So now, midnight Friday night, so you will have it at midnight, like 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, right? You will have access to the new module. Technically, there's a time zone situation, and it's actually a little bit before that time. So it's a little bit into like late Friday, depending upon where you live. But by midnight, you will have it. You will have access to it, probably before. Definitely not later. So that's something to think about. So you can go through the content and then spend the week going into the prompts on Facebook and having a good old time. But when it comes to how long it takes you, Hillary, different modules have more weight or less weight. Modules 1 and 2 are fairly quick. It's a good entry into Crochet Boss Academy, getting your feet wet, getting used to how to use your dashboard area, getting used to how to use the system, and getting used to like how the Facebook is going to be ran, right? It's a good entry. But then 3 and 4, especially 4, is very packed. Especially 4. Module 4 is thick. She is thick. And there's so much information about that. 3 and 4 are when we start talking about Etsy. And there's so many important things that you need to do to set your Etsy shop up for success. And so that's why those 2 are very, very dense in information. So it's going to take you a little longer than the first 2 will. And then 5 is about social media, and 6 is about email lists. So I can't tell you for sure how long it would take you to go through the content. You're probably going to be able to read through it very quickly, but then you're going to need to do the worksheets and watch any videos that I recommend and watch any video workshops that I've recorded for you. Those are going to be part of the modules too. Also new this year, I'm going to wait for the master class. I have something new this year. So join me at the master class and I will announce what it is, but it's for all Crochet Boss Academy students, both new and old. Okay. New and old will have access to this new resource that is going to be no extra cost and help you very, very significantly if time is not on your side. Okay. If you're a busy gal, this new resource is going to make it 10 times easier for you. So stay tuned for that. It will be mentioned in the masterclass. Actually, it might already be on the website, crochetbossacademy.com. There's a very good chance it's already on there because I give you a big list of bonuses. Also, if you haven't checked out crochetbossacademy.com, I spent over a month creating that sales page, and it is my baby. I am so happy with how it turned out. So if you would like to go to crochetbossacademy.com and take a look around, you can learn so much about Crochet Boss Academy. You can see so many testimonials from previous students, and you can see all of the bonuses that you get with your membership. So definitely go spend some time checking that out if you haven't already. And I think my new surprise bonus is already there. So you won't even have to wait till the 27th to learn when that is. Thank you, Hillary, for your question. I am so happy you asked. I'm going to move right along. Also, I know we're at 12:02. I'm going to keep answering questions. If they're Crochet Boss Academy questions, we're going to be here. So I got 2 left. I'm going to try to answer both of them, and then we will do the giveaway. I'm sorry it's getting over. This is a very special occasion. It will not be like this for the rest of the year. This is just pre-Crochet Boss Academy time. So it's a very short period of time that this will be happening. So we're going to keep it going. There's 2 left. Tara says, please state again when the doors open to register for the new class. Thank you. So Tara, for the live masterclass, the free live masterclass, I will be sending that email on the 20th. I think that's a Monday. I'll be sending that email on Monday. So keep an eye on your inbox. On Monday, you will get an invitation to the free live masterclass, and you can sign up for the time that works best for you. There will be 3 times available. So you'll be able to sign up for the time that works best for you. And that will get you into an email funnel that I will help prepare you for the live masterclass as it comes closer to time and help remind you and stuff like that. And I think I have some other things too. So that's something to keep in mind. That's going out on the 20th. The doors open for Crochet Boss Academy on February 27th, probably after I wake up. So probably 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will come wake up, grab my coffee, come in here and add the pricing options to crochetbossacademy.com, because right now my sales page does not have the pricing options because it's not available to purchase yet. On the 27th, it will be available to purchase, and you will be able to sign up then. And then, so both the 27th is the free live masterclass, which I would encourage everybody to come, whether you're thinking about joining Crochet Boss Academy or not, but definitely if you are thinking about joining Crochet Boss Academy, this is going to be a very helpful free resource for you guys. And then two, the doors to Crochet Boss Academy open on the 27th. So the 27th is going to be a really big day. Also, it's my birthday eve, which is exciting. My birthday is on the 28th. Next question, last question, and then we will do our giveaway. So I'm going to hide this for a second, and you guys can go ahead and see the giveaway term this time. So how the giveaway works is you type in this term exactly the way you see it on screen. No changes, no spaces, no emojis, nothing. Type in that term exactly the way you see it here on my screen. It is hashtag 11 days because we have 11 days before Crochet Boss Academy opens, and it's very exciting. Hashtag 11 days will get you entered into the giveaway. And then after I answer this last question, we will go over to the game show style picker, and the winner will be announced. You do still have to be here hanging out live in order to qualify for your prize. And if you don't answer my shout out to you within a time frame, we will draw again. So if you miss that time frame because you're like making coffee or using the bathroom or anything, unfortunately that's just gone and past. Try again next week, okay? Because we can't just send it to every single person. We have to have a cutoff or it's not going to be organized. So you have to be live and at your keyboard ready to respond and let me know that you are the winner. Elizabeth said, who do you recommend Crochet Boss Academy to? A beginner, for someone who's been in crochet for a little while? Very good question, Elizabeth. I recommend Crochet Boss Academy, and I don't just recommend it. Crochet Boss Academy was designed 100% specifically for people who sell crocheted things, finished piece makers who sell finished pieces. You can be a seasoned business owner who's looking to grow. Like maybe you have a business already and you're not getting consistent sales. You're not growing on social media. You haven't started an email list. You've just been winging it up until now. Crochet Boss Academy is for you. If you have never started a business and it's currently just a little baby thought that you have in your mind, but you're very highly motivated to take that baby thought and water it and nurture it and turn it into the crochet business of your dreams, Crochet Boss Academy is for you, because everything that we do inside of Crochet Boss Academy is extremely foundational. Everything that I teach you is going to be what you need to know to set your business on a strong foundation so it will last a lifetime and you will be able to continue to build on top of that for the life of your business. So that's why everything inside of Crochet Boss Academy is crucial to a successful business. But if you've already started, you can just go back and tweak it, right? You can go back and change a few things, add a few things, tweak it a little bit to restructure the foundation. Think about a house that's standing up with like weird 2x4 supports. Instead of using the weird 2x4 supports, we're going to restructure the foundation of the house so that it is strong and it is solid and it will last a lifetime. And nothing that the weather can do or ups and downs can do can tear that house down because it is built on a strong foundation. That is what we're going to do inside of Crochet Boss Academy. So whether you're brand spanking new or whether you've had a business for a while and it's just not growing as fast as you would like, or you're not seeing fruits of your labor, you feel like you're throwing spaghetti against the wall and nothing's working, you feel like you're running as hard as you can, but you're on a treadmill and you're not getting anywhere, Crochet Boss Academy is for you. So very good question, Elizabeth. Thank you for asking. Okay, let's go over here. We got all the people entering the what? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Entering the giveaway. Lord have mercy. So let's go ahead and share my screen and see who the winner is. So hashtag 11 days, no spaces, no emojis. Look at the entries. 47 entries. I think that might be one of the biggest that we've had yet. So here we go. If you have stepped away from your computer, please come back. We are doing the giveaway now. Let's see if you win. I hope it's somebody I can pronounce. Heather, congratulations, Heather. Thank you for entering. Thank you for hanging out live and being here and being a part of this. It has been very fun for me. I love hanging out live with you guys. It is my favorite thing of the week. So that's another reason why I'm excited for Crochet Boss Academy, because I get to go live 4 days a week inside of Crochet Boss Academy, Monday through Friday. I go live Monday through Friday to help take you. Heather is here. She says, what? Congratulations, Heather. Please email support@acraftyconcept.com. Let me know, or let us and the team know which free PDF you would like from my shop, and they will send it to you. So thank you, Heather. Congratulations. Thank you for being by your computer and able to claim it very quickly. It really stresses me out because I hate the idea of somebody missing it. It makes me very sad. I don't want anybody to miss it. So thank you for being here and entering, and thank you everybody for hanging out, and thank you for hanging out a little bit over the time. I promise I will not make that a habit. We will stick to our schedule, but during Crochet Boss Academy promotion time, I'm gonna be available for any and all questions. So thanks for being here. Keep an eye on your inbox for February 20th. That's this Monday. It's going to be a very important email, so keep an eye out for that. If you're not on my email list, go sign up today so you do not miss it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we're almost to the weekend, so just hang on a little bit longer, and you're going to have hopefully some fun, restful weekend time. I will see you guys over on Instagram and here next week, same time, Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Thanks for being here. It means so much to me. And also, last thing, thanks for all the shout outs on social media. So many people take a picture of what they see here and they post it on social media, and they're like, watching at Crafty Concept, it makes my heart so happy. And I see you replay watchers. Doing the same thing, and I'm proud of you. It takes a lot of self-discipline to come in here and watch the replay when you know it's not as active as watching it live is. So I see you hustling. I see you putting in the hard work, and your business will benefit because of it. So really, really good job, guys. Okay, I'm done wasting chit-chatty time with you. I could do it all day. I'll talk to you later.